Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Edwards. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The inside handoff. Wide open spaces. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And a quick shuffle pass underneath.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Spotted about 35 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dupree. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Past the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Badgers have their offense in high gear. On the ground, it's Dupree. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. He's up to 47 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Badger! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. They've got the play bottled up. Boom, it's out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The kick is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, though.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it in the middle, it's Sharp. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quick catch on third down. Jukes his way for more. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first down.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And
it's a running room. He's up to 73 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Edwards. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Badgers in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Badgers!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll pull it on the read. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swagger.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch, it's Durham. Spins away from one. Hits him with a stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick completion on the out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Great job by the back on the option. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's loose. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. They'll ride the hot hand, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Creates a little room. Picks up the 1st down. Give him 114 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You see, they need runs. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying with the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tiger! Abe Lazarus. Comeback is underway.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Pressure coming. Grab near the sticks. It's Anthony. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to... Are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th.
Timeout, LSU.
1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. The Badgers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Lets it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Well, they're down in possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
On fourth down, going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Keeps it going. He's going to let it go. He's got it on the outside. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Well, that is exactly what you want to see by the wide receiver in this situation of the game. 2 minute, you're down in possession, no timeouts, so you've got to be able to get first downs to stop the clock or get out of bounds, and the receiver knew exactly what to do.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What a tough break. A potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. They want to throw it. Still looking, on the move. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.